Hello everybody. This is your boy Mr. What If, you're bringing you a brand new lovely little video on my YouTube channel. So yeah, this is going to be a new What If series, and it's going to be what if Deku had Steven's powers from the Steven universe, or had the basically yeah, he's just gonna have Steven's powers from Steven universe. So I got this idea for watching a fellow YouTuber of mine, a fellow friend of mine named Infamous Miles. You can go check his YouTube channel out in the description. Go check the link out to his channel in the description below. So yeah. So how I'm gonna do this what if is going to be somewhat similar to his story, cause surprisingly, he's basically the only person that's really done what if Deku had the same powers as Steven from the Steven Universe TV show. Well, person do a full on series. So some I'm going to say now some of the ideas I have for this what if is going to be somewhat similar to his. Somewhat similar but not the same. So yeah. One thing that's going to be changed is normally in the Steven Universe in the Steven Universe cartoon, the gems, the crystal gems and the other gems, like the diamonds and the pearls and the amethyst and all that, they're basically mainly females, and Steven is the only boy gem. Well, technically he is the only male gem, but you know what I mean. If anybody can have the biggest serum, it could be Steven, but then again, alright, so Steven, so in his cartoon universe, Steven is the main protagonist, of course, and his diamond, well, I just gave it away. His gem is a diamond, but ever since he was littler, he thought it was a rose quartz because that was his, like, that's what he thought his mother was, but his mother was actually a diamond, one of the head diamonds. And I'm going to say that, and the way I'm going to put those two and two together is that pink diamond, all the top four diamonds, white diamond, yellow diamond, blue diamond, and pink diamond, they basically own the universe. Like, different planets and different stuff of the universe they own. But Pink Diamond, the main planet she owns is Earth. So I'm going to say that stays in the My Hero Academia universe. So yeah. So I'm going to say that. So basically I'm going to say that Deku is going to be a descendant of Steven Universe. One of the few descendants. It's gonna be the descendant of Steven Universe. So I'll say, so we're gonna start this what if off by when Deku is going to the court doctor. So when Deku goes to the court doctor basically announced that Deku is basically corkless. But Deku is corkless, but the one thing that is different about Deku is that he has a gem. I'm going to say, instead of having a gem in the middle of his, for a belly button, I'm going to say that the gem is on his chest. So that's the only thing they're going to say that Deku really much has, but other than that, he basically doesn't have a quirk. but he has a weird jewel on his chest though. And this confuses Inko, saying, well, isn't this something like a quirk or something? And then it says that you can use the court doctor would say you can use your imagination saying that it's a quirk, but naturally, since it's just a crystal inside of his chest, we would call this a quirk, but it has no benefit to Deku whatsoever besides just being there. And it's not even a fully formed crystal. It just looks like it's like like if something is trying to pop out. Like it's there, but it's not fully there. You get what I mean? So this confuses Inko and Deku was like, so I'm quirkless? And then the doctor would say, you're quirkless for now, but for some reason, well, you're quirkless for now, but we'll come back to us when you have that when that crystal is fully formed from the middle of your chest. So I'll say this will take, well, I'm going to do this by logic physics, by how long it would take a normal crystal to transform into its crystal shape, because we don't want to, use the cheat code by, putting a little peanut butter on Deku's chest and then he has to hold it there until the crystal pops out. We're not going to do that whole coal and peanut butter trick. No, we're going to do it biologically. So it takes a long time for a crystal to fully take form. So, and since it's a gem and it's a diamond, it's going to take a little bit longer than expected. But my math could be wrong. But I'm going to do this logically. So, Deku, I'm going to say Deku waits 2 years and 3 months. 2 years, you know what, to be safe, I'm going to say 2 years and 4 months and 3 days. Just to be safe, So bear with me. So Deku goes back to the court doctors, and then the gem is fully shaped in the middle of his chest. Remember, not putting it by the belly button, because that's a little weird. We're going to put it in the middle of his chest, And Deku, when he gets to the court doctor says, so it seems like the gem has finally formed and we can see it. And then we just need to figure out what type of crystal or gem it is. And then due to the shape of it, they're trying to figure out either if it's a diamond cut shape or a rose quartz cut shape. So they're leaning towards rose quartz than they are diamond, but we already know it's going to be a diamond. We already know it's a diamond. And later along in the series, you're going to find out that it's still a diamond. But due to the cut shape, their either suggestion is a diamond or a rose quartz, but since it's more of a rose quartz cut shape, they're leaning towards rose quartz. Sorry about that. I can't pronounce it. And sorry if I sound a little bit nasally. I'm a little sick, and no, I do not have the coronavirus. It's just that I have my nose is it's shock and pain, and I have a very scratchy and raspy voice. But other than that, I am not contagious. I do not have the coronavirus. So, yeah. So back to the story. So Deku, he knows, so the doctor asks Deku, what has anything happened as the gem was forming into the middle of his chest? And then Deku says that, he's moved faster, he's stronger, he's a little bit faster, a lot stronger, and he seems to be more durable. Like, one time when he was helping his mom cook dinner, he accidentally cut himself with a knife, but instead of like him cutting his finger, the knife kind of broke against his skin. So yeah. And Deku says that for some reason he keeps getting these visions of a guy in a he's getting visions of a guy with a getting visions of a guy that has brown hair and he has a star in the middle of his shirt holding out his hand. And he's also seeing a female that's wearing a weird kind of princess outfit doing the same thing. Then he sees a pink version of himself also extending out a hand. And it gets him weirded out seeing these three features in his dreams. And then the court doctor says it's probably something to do. And the court doctor says this probably has something to do with your cork, the little gem in your chest trying to connect with you. It might be. And then Deku says, yeah, and then Deku's mom would say, so what has this test shown? And then the court doctor would say that the test has shown that this gem in the middle of his chest is a cork, and we also tested that he is a lot more durable. He has super strength, faster reflexes, and he's durable. And we seem to find out that for some reason he has some weird healing spit, I believe. Then Deku and his mom's face like healing spit. And then he said, yeah, when we took a Q-tip and waved it around your mouth to get some of the, stuff in your mouth, we did some tests on it. It seemed like your spit or your saliva can actually heal and fix things, which is pretty impressive. But we still don't know why it's spit, but your saliva. But yeah. And then Deku screams out like Steven did, saying, I have healing spit! And all of that. So yeah. I'd say 3 years later, well, I'll say 2 years, Deku was 5, 2 years, that is 7. I'm gonna say skip to the first episode in the anime. Let's get it. And no, Deku isn't gonna be a little bitch in Bakugo. It's still the same Bakugo. He's just mad because 1, Deku is kind of a ladies' man, and 2, Deku is a pimp. Alright? That's who Deku gonna be. We're gonna make Deku a pimp in this. Not because pimps wear jewelry and all of that. We're gonna say that he's gonna be a pimp due to his attitude. So Deku is gonna be extremely cocky. Extremely cocky and very chill. So the same thing happens in the anime. The whole thing, same things happen, over until the point where the teacher announced that Bakugo and Deku are both applying for UA High, and this is when Bakugo would do the same thing like in canon, but when he runs over to Deku's desk trying to explode it, Deku quickly moves out the way, and then Bakugo says, what you move for, you damn Deku? And then Deku says, Kanchan, that's not nice, trying to explode people. And this is when a few of the girls in the class would say, yeah, you shouldn't just attack somebody like that. And then, of course, some of the geeky boys are gonna, agree with the cute girls in class, because, they're nerds, and the cute girls, the nerds, a little desperate, you know what I'm saying? The nerds are a little desperate. And they know Deku's kind of a player. But Deku don't see himself as a player, he just sees himself as a guy that is very friendly. And Deku is a very friendly guy. But he is a monster when he gets angry. So yeah. Deku, so back to Bakugo and Deku. Bakugo tells all the girls and even the geeky nerds to shut the hell up and mind their own business. And this is when Deku would say, Bakugo, that's still not right, and you're acting more as a villain every day than you could be a hero. And then Bakugo would say, oh, so I'm a villain. He said, you call me the villain? Ha, funny, if I'm the only one that's strong enough to be a hero. And then Deku says, you got the quirk for it, but you don't have the attitude. This is when everybody, including the teacher, gets quiet. And then Bakugo's face is past the point of being pissed off. And he runs towards Deku trying to explode him. But this is when Deku would catch Bakugo's right hook and do a over-the-shoulder throw, sending Bakugo flying out of the window. And then Bakugo, of course, slams hard onto the ground. And then he says, damn Deku! And then this is when Bakugo would get back up and try to explode himself towards the window which he got thrown out of. And this is when Deku looks at the teacher and the teacher tells Deku, you can have an early release. And then this is when Deku would grab his book bag and Bakugo would start to chase after him. So during this 20-minute chase through alleyways and all that in the streets, Deku ends up losing Bakugo, and Bakugo ends up gets too pissed off that he loses track of Deku. And then this is when we were cut to the scene a little bit more earlier. So this is going to be a little bit more earlier to where Deku takes the shortcut. So I'd say since this is earlier, we won't really get Deku meets All Might. Not in this part since Deku took the shortcut home a little early. A little too early, actually. And so I'm going to say this, and some of you guys are going to get mad. Instead of Deku being attacked by the sludge villain, it's going to be Bakugo. But I'm going to say Bakugo puts up a better fight than he did in canon and Deku did when he met the sludge villain. Because right now Bakugo is just pure rage. And Bakugo ends up doing actually ends up doing damage to the sludge villain. And we get the whole, I am here, All Might saves Bakugo. And then All Might scolds Bakugo about using his quirk like that and controlling his anger. And then Bakugo says whatever, All Might, and walks away. But he is actually extremely excited that he actually got a, autograph from All Might. Even though we see Bakugo have hatred towards All Might because All Might's been, picking favorites, which is Deku. I'm going to say since this is early on, we don't know if Bakugo had hatred towards All Might because he wanted to be better than All Might. I'm going to say that Deku had just a tad bit of fanboy for All Might, but other than that, he doesn't really care much. So, yeah. So, the 10 months, so let's get to the 10 months training. 10 months training, Deku is actually training his strength and his speed. And I'll say during that 10 months, Bakugo and Deku can, meet up. And Bakugo wants a second round with the Deku interrupting Deku's training. And as Deku and Bakugo are fighting, um, this is when a girl riding on her bike with a guitar, with a, well, briefcase that's a shape of a guitar, is riding by on her bike, and she sees two boys fighting in the middle of the street. I'm not going to say they're on the beach, they're in the middle of the street because Bakugo's teach is chasing Deku, and Deku's trying to avoid him. So I'll say while Bakugo is causing a ruckus and Deku's trying his best not to, get hit by Bakugo because he doesn't want to deal with this. He's trying to train for UA. And the girl that's riding on her bike gets distracted. And then I'll say while she's distracted, there's a speeding car with a drunk driver in it. And the drunk driver is speeding in his car. And then this is when Deku would face his attention to the girl riding on her bike with a guitar briefcase, and Deku would quickly run towards her while she's riding her bike, and right before the car can crash right into the girl, Deku jumped in the way, jumping in the way in front of her, and then the gem in the middle of Deku's chest would glow, and then appear a giant shield on Deku's back, which the car crashes into, and the giant shield that appeared on Deku's back stops the car completely, and Deku just saved the girl, and Bakugo is getting even more pissed. And this is when the girl would take off her helmet and say, "Are you okay?" And this is where I'm going to be leaving this part off. So I hope you guys like, subscribe to my boy Infamous Smiles. If you have not watched his channel, please do. And I will be posting a What If Deku Was Joker Good Guy part tomorrow. So yeah, peace out, fams.